This is Isha, and she is living on the profound end of the autism spectrum. She is a young lady who can be completely out of control or focused and tender. She is a person who actually demands that you think differently. She's suffered a great deal in her life, as her parents have as well. And part of that is because we don't see her. You don't see kids like Isha virtually anywhere. So this project is really about seeing her, and also, in this case, seeing how she sees. This is Komal, and this is Isha's mom. She says about her daughter, Isha is like an injured bird. She knows she needs help, but for some reason, she can't or won't accept it. In this case, she's slamming her hand against that door. So you can see that Komal is distant, not out of a defense, but just survival. Oh my gosh, Isha, look at her, almost flying. I love this. For Isha, this way that her body gets possessed and the way she moves in space, the way she launches herself is just an extraordinary thing to see. To the outsider, seems out of control. But inside, what is going on inside? And she says, and I'm going to read her words, which she types with the help of a facilitator. She says, "I feel an eruption of energy fueled by many emotions. The release is not in my control, but necessary to my mind." We may never understand Isha's mind. We just see her move according to her own need, her own energy. Isha went to a school for kids on the spectrum, and then her behaviors became so extreme, you see it here, that the school asked her to leave or gave her mom the challenge of medicating her. And Komal said, "I'm not going to medicate my daughter. I'm not going to make her a zombie." Communication is one of the great challenges for kids like Isha. Behavior is communication. When she launches herself into space, that is communication. But we don't understand that communication, we in the typical world. So this is Isha working with a woman named Lisa, who is a facilitation communicator. Now, this is very controversial. But for Isha, Mom says, when Isha communicates like this, she notices that her behaviors become less extreme. Isha feels, I'm not alone in this. That touch on her hand is actually a confirmation that she is not alone, that someone believes in her. So I thought, oh, communication. Oh my God, what's photography but communication? So I thought, why can't Isha use the camera also? And in that way, she can tell her own story from the inside. The camera I put in her hand was a Leica Q3 and said, Isha, just photograph what you love. I took Isha's photographs back to her from that first experience to show her that the way she sees the world matters. And I think that the way she sees the world is absolutely without rules. Touch is important to her. Moving is important to her. The horizon line isn't important to her. So she's telling the story from how she feels. It's just lovely. Don't you feel like you're standing there with her? I mean, the value to understanding how she sees is directly connected to the value of including her in community. She has something to say too, just like you. A lot of the kids that I'm following in this project, they don't go out. But Kamal decided, I am taking Isha out into the world. She deserves to have those experiences. So here is an image. You know, this is not a great photograph, but this is a great moment. This is a moment when someone who is a stranger is kind and patient and is waiting for Isha to hand her the money for the groceries. The days of Kamal and Isha are full of these fragile and eloquent moments of connection. They come together, there's a kiss, there's a hug, there's a touch. Remember, these kids are very sensory driven. So Isha not only seeks out those blasts of energy, but she seeks out that connection with her mom. And I think the complicated thing that we can never understand is that the love has to vault over the violence. And that's the most extraordinary part of being with these families, is to see in one moment an act of violence against a parent, and in the next moment, an act of love, parent to child. Those scars on her arms come from Isha biting herself. And that's something that Kamal can't always stop her from doing. And I believe this photograph says, I accept my daughter for who she is. Can you imagine the level of courage it takes to raise this child? I hope that you see and feel the commitment here. And this project is all about helping us to do the same.